like an Easter egg? Is your name in the game somewhere?
No.
I would have loved if they put like double pump, which, you know, of course, the double pump, the switch back and forth feature is in the graveyard. I would have loved if they put that on a grave. I'm just late. Pete, if you're watching, my friend.
If they put me in this game, I would cry.
My friend,
I would
you're about
literally.
To have an emote, a Twitch emote.
That I'm not sure of. That
Maybe.
I'm not 100%.
You deserve it. Absolutely. But as we said, guys, please use hashtag Fall Skirmish. Answer that question about the meta. Make sure to tag us so we can see what you're saying. We're checking our Twitter and we're responding.
Yes, I believe so. He's the most winningest.
The most winningest player.
The most winningest. Look at this. They land in containers. I like this landing.
Yeah, very smart draw. You get a lot of loot, a lot of mats. If you get to yourself, you're leaving there in a pretty good spot. There's also a vending machine. People don't prioritize vending machines as much as they should. And look at that, Ninja. Wait, knocked out Kayum, but then got knocked out by General. So that's what happened. Ninja is gone again. Match number 3 here. Ninja gets taken out early.
Wow, that is a rough start
That blows
there.
my mind. I personally, especially in the early game of Fortnite, I consider Ninja to be a top 5 player. And, you know, it's an interesting conversation. Would love to hear people in the chat's thoughts. You know, I think not being at Summer Skirmish maybe set him behind a little bit. Of course, he's still unbelievable, the greatest entertainer of our generation. But as a top 5 pro player, regain his throne as the king of Tilted. Let's see what he can do here. General, who's performed really well in the early game, going to take out Cypher.
And
so
this
Ninja
must
and
be,
Cypher both out again. This is the replay. Well played. It was all General all day.
Wow, and look, he had just gone down. And Ninja couldn't confirm that elimination. That was close. But look at this. Greasy Boy, Courage JD here. So is Hogman and Pupper.
Is it rude for me to call Courage a greasy boy? Like, I feel like that's derogatory.
That's what he calls it. He says be part of the Greasy Boys. That's why I don't feel bad.
Okay, I feel better then because I feel like I'm like calling him something. All right. Greasy Boys, Snobby. We got the Snobby Boys. Shout out to Bay Soldier and Strugs and Snobby Boys. We got the Greasy Boys. I love it.
He is a Greasy Boy. I'm going to hit him up later and be like, yo, this is what Fallout said this about you. How do you feel about this?
That's why I asked first. I clarified. You know?
No, you're good. He calls himself a Greasy Boy.
All right, good. I feel a little bit better now. Speaking of greasy people, no, okay, I can't say that. Anything I've ever seen. It was amazing. The Lazy Links experience, the whole Fortnite experience at PAX West. They rented out a parking lot across the street from my apartment, which is the most cool thing in the world.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah, that was awesome. And one of the best experiences I've ever seen in gaming. It was great. It was awesome.
Just wait for TwitchCon.
No way. Oh,
it's going to be baller. That's where it all ends. Don't forget.
I can't believe it. Hopefully more of the same and more of the better. At TwitchCon, we'll see.
We will. But check this out, man. Hogman and Pupper are taking shots. Pupper dropped super
Nick
low.
A30, former Summer Skirmish caster. Awesome guy.
Dude.
YouTube streamer.
Nick A30, I'm going to say this, and I'm comfortable saying this. One of the nicest, I mean the nicest.
He's Canadian.
The nicest man I've ever met in my whole life. I'm talking the nicest.
The nicest of your entire life?
In my entire life. He was so nice.
Like, how about your mom, your dad?
They're,
nice people?
They're not Nick A30.
Not
man.
Nick A30.
They're not Nick A30.
Wow.
True story.
Unbelievable. He is, yeah. So you could just tell, watching his streams, humble,
genuine,
kind, smart, intelligent, brings things down very well. Big shot to Nick A30. Let's see if he can play, though. Spaceline, his teammate going to take out Pupper. Well played for starters. And now Nick A30, some defensive building. He is one of the most analytical players. Now he's going to be going up against Saint to his right. Myth and Saints to their right. 2 versus 2 fight.
Saint wasn't here. So Myth was by himself in Greasy, so Saint must have done. They must have done a split landing, yeah.
Saint's there behind him.
No, but I'm saying he wasn't there to start. So I think he just got here.
There. All right, here we go. Myth, look at the aggression. Myth is playing the high ground a little too high. He might lose his footing and take some fall damage. I know Myth loves himself some fall damage. Meanwhile, it's going to be Nick A30 trying to get some high ground. What an epic battle. Nick A30 versus Myth. Myth's going to get lower ground, going to turtle up a little bit towards the low side. Meanwhile, keep your eye on the bottom left of your screen. Chat picks up one if you're a Liquid Chat fan, but we got to watch this fight ensue. Myth and Saint playing aggressive here. You love the aggression from Myth, who also, speaking of great individuals, great players, and just positive people all around.
Yep.
I love watching his streams.
Myth is, so I've actually known Myth since he pretty much got started. He started streaming Paragon back in the day.
Amazing.
And I got to meet him, and then one day he just exploded, and he was just the guy. And I was like, dude, I remember when you played Paragon. And he was like, it's different now. It's like, yeah, I know.
Just a little bit. Oh, what is this?
It's the Porta Fortress.
As if he didn't have high ground enough. He's going to give himself even more high ground. I don't know why exactly. Maybe he just wanted to make sure that they couldn't knock the cover underneath him. Now Myth is going to be trying to get some high ground of his own.
You saw him, man. That was crazy. Yeah, so Porta Fortress, that's a fun new game. Item added to the game, rather.
What a play.
Oh, wow. Nick 830 cracks back with the SMG and takes down Myth.
And not only the SMG, the whole sequence right there from Nick A30, the quick edit to get the first shot on Myth, and then really caught Myth with his pants down right there and was able to capitalize. So well played from Nick A30. One of the best quick edit, clean edit players I've seen, and I have a chance to watch on YouTube. Big shout out to Nick representing YouTube Gaming. On board with him right now.
When we cut to him, he had no AR ammo. He had like 3 rounds in his burst, and he only had enough slugs and SMG ammo.
Unbelievable.
So he did that with basically nothing.
That's amazing. And what they want to see here, we haven't seen a lot of it. I think these pro players can take a page out of some other titles and other books of competitive gaming titles. Take your 2 versus 1 advantages very smart. There's no reason that Spaceline goes down or Nick goes down here. It's a 1 versus 2. You have a numbers advantage. Play it wide, play it slow, and guarantee the dub and the kill right here. The victory over Saint Squad. To be a little bit critical here, I think that's the same thing we were talking about last game. They use those Porta Fortresses early game when maybe they shouldn't. Like maybe they should hold on to that and use it towards the late game. Instead, they drop it, I think, a little bit unnecessary there. I don't know if a Porta Fortress, when you already had high ground, is the most mandatory thing to do. But now, Saint Squad, look how well they're playing this. Using their high ground. Yes, they got it down, but nice job. That's textbook from Spaceline Nick A30. I'm okay with the down there.
There you go. And they just pick it back up. They secure an elimination, and now they can just be on their way, secure loot. Granted, Saint really only had 2 weapons, some ammo, some mats, but at least they're on their way. Look at this,
1 elimination for him, coming from Tilted. So he's about to be fighting a 2 versus 2 against Merksman and KP5. And keep in mind, the rotation from Nick A30 should be coming soon. Interviewing players, interviewing Nick at PAX West. But at PAX West, I started a couple Nick Mercs chants. Any M fan that were there, remember. But I may or may not have started a Ghost Aiden chant just to kind of spice up the story a little bit. And Nick's dad, who is just as big as Nick, came up to me and shook my hand, and I thought my hand was going to break, and said, if you cheer for Ghost Aiden one more time, and you better believe that was the last Ghost Aiden chant I started, that's for sure.
Oh, they're wonderful people, but also unbelievably intimidating. No, Nick, not like this. Yep. He slid between the little cracks there. And now Parallax takes him down.
Unfortunate. Legion has full shields, full health. Parallax and Kenneth are both weak. I think that could have been a Nick victory right there. That's really tough.
And now they're inside Shifty Shafts again, man. Like you talked about, the spectator mode, you can kind of see in the top right where other players are. Look at the little, those little like yellowy diamonds. They immediately snap in the direction the shots are coming from. They're like, what's going on out there? There's something happening.
King Richard picks up his first
Spaceline.
Spaceline, yeah. So Nick A30 might be out as well. Not sure yet. Legion is going to get taken out. So Nick and Legion both down. Nick had 1 elimination, not enough for points just yet, but they did survive the Tilted fight, that's for sure. Jared FPS, a Mixer streamer representing the platform here. And Parallax is part of Dusty Dogs. So Dusty Dogs has showed up. I don't know what the standings are currently. We'll find out for everyone. But Dusty Dogs is playing well if you're a fan of the Dusty. Good performances so far.
Man, Fallout, check out this scoreboard. So Parallax with 3 eliminations.
Does
Kenneth
have 1?
There?
He has none? Not that we can see at least. He might be on page 2.
Okay, so
Nate Hill with 2. Ghost School with 2. General with 2.
Pookie Face and Tyler's are here, and Liquid Strafe is not that far away.
Look at Jared FPS just turtling up here. Gonna show us the love for the Mixer partner here. 38 is the number of his team. I think he doesn't have a teammate here. I don't see any other 38s on my screen, so I think Jared is by himself.
Don't either. He might be.
General gets his 3rd.
General, man, he's insane.
He took out Ninja and Cypher pretty much 1v2 in terms of elimination. I mean, wow, he is such a good player. Currently a free agent, I believe, not under an organization, so really excited to see where he lands, where his home is. A lot of great organizations entering the scene. VGJ, we got FlyQuest, who picked up some folks in September and August. A lot of great esports orgs entering the scene.
Look at this. 58 players still left alive. Fallout. These lobbies are insane. They're incredibly stacked. I mean, wow. This is going to get hectic incredibly quick.
Yes, sir. 58 people, like you said. Unbelievable. Courage, though, is not looking to be in a great spot.
Courage, I believe.
The Storm 2-1. He's going to be knocked. That's Courage down. Knocked by the Storm currently. Look at Envy Lenane. I believe the French-Canadian for Team Envy, representing the boys in blue. See what he can do here.
Now, here's the thing. Courage JD's partner is very close by, but those are grenades ricocheting near the structure, bringing the whole thing down. So Courage just played themselves. So he's, I'm assuming, knocked by the Storm. And now Lenane, yeah, they're just like, Zate's like, I'm gonna pick up all that loot. Why not?
Yeah. Circle already on a quick rotation. So one thing I have noticed, talking about meta, is the difference in North America and Europe. North Americans seem to rotate a lot quicker. I think they learned the hard way at PAX West. Of course, Europe did not have a PAX West equivalent to compete in.
Right.
So they maybe have not learned that lesson yet. I don't know what the reasoning is. I can't speculate. I can just analyze it, but I am seeing quick rotations, which is smart from North America. I think the importance of rotations cannot be understated. A lot of great. That's one thing I noticed. If you have not been to a live event yet for Fortnite, it was one of the most amazing things. I didn't know how awesome the Fortnite community is, like how much of a community it is. I thought these people were kind of individualistic. They all wanted to succeed on their own, but really it's a great community. Everyone's so cool in person, and the community feel at PAX West was unlike anything I've experienced coming from other titles and other communities as well.
Yeah, and on top of that, to piggyback,
Cool name, by the way. Double elimination here.
Oh,
big plays. Sorry about that.
plays. Oh no, just to piggyback off that, I think another thing we really appreciated was that we got to hang out with a lot of these competitive players and just talk to them, right? Have conversations to figure out, you know, what they were excited about as far as Fortnite, what things they think we could change and whatnot. So we just got to have like a just genuine conversation, and that was just awesome to see. On top of that, so many of them just showed up for their fans. It was just an unbelievable event. So if you can make it out to an event like that, please just take time and do so. It's honestly one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my whole life. So. But look at this, man. 34 players. We're now moving into the last few circles. And people are tunneling. So we saw it on the European scene, man. If you've got a Porta-Fortress, you can literally consume everything around you. And you're in a good spot. We haven't seen anybody use Porta-Fortresses here toward the end of the game. I'm kind of hoping someone has one.
Yeah. On board now with Liquid Chap. One thing I gotta say, this Team Liquid team has squad organization has so much respect from their peers. Every pro player I talk to, and I ask them, hey, who are some of the best players? Who are the people you respect the most? They almost always say Poach, 72 Hours. A lot of these Team Liquid individuals who are just so good have really redefined the meta. And meanwhile, United picked up two. Porter Riff gonna actually pick up Ghost Ghoul and I think his teammate. And 30 people left. The action's about to break down here. Check out Ghoul. They should take their time here. They want to be careful not to get.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I feel like I would have just stayed up high, man. Just bide as much time as you can, and if they decide to just dive down, fortify. That's smart. I'll give it to them. But it's like you're saying, dude. 30 players left. Look at the space that we're operating in right now. How does this space hold 30 players? All right. Well, now it's 29. Okay. My bad. Miscounted.
Yep. On board now with Liquid Chap still. What are your thoughts on the Team Liquid team? You've had a chance to watch them week in, week out.
Dude, they're unbelievable. They're, again, consistent players. I got to actually meet 72 Hours and Chap and a few of the other ones. Vivid as well, and honestly, they're just really down-to-earth people. And
yep, completely agreed. Look at Zate. Zate is another player outside of the Liquid squad. If it wasn't Liquid, it was Zate who gets a lot of respect from his peers, and you see why right now. Look at the great building. Zate. Not sure where he comes from. I know English isn't his first language as well. Speaks some great English, though, and he's going to get taken out here. He gets shut down by Hogman of Complexity. Zate's going to be tunneled here, and look at the high hill battle. It's going to be a build-off. For the first time in Skirmish history, you might see them building to max height, because they're pretty high right now. Have you ever seen that before, where they build to max height?
No. Typically, people come down far before that. They're like,
seen it happen.
That's too high.
Yeah, if it does happen, I'll lose my mind. We see it happen all the time in playgrounds when you're practicing your building, but never in a skirmish before, that's for sure. At 72 Hours in Chap.
He's got a Porta-Fortress. He's got one.
Massive. Here we go. We might see it.
72 Hours has one.
We might see it for the first time here. Chap and 72 Hours. Who is it? None other than the Liquid duo. Of course, I believe usually Poach and 72 Hours are the duo, so a slight change here. They know they are practiced for this, but maybe not super well practiced. We'll see.
Look at him. He's got it right there. So the Porta-Fortress, there it goes down. He placed it. It's an instant gigantic metal fort. It's an instant build.
Oh, my goodness.
Build up over time. And look at this. Players are going down left and right. 22 players fall out.
Unbelievable. Somehow, though, despite the Porta-Fortress, it's going to be Ghost Snood, who has height advantage here. He is, I believe, at the highest point right now, I think. I didn't see anyone above him, and it's going to be a shield bone. No, look at this. Multiple layers. We've seen 3 layers, high, mid, and low. This is at least 4 or 5 layers of builds right now. A bunch of eliminations go through. 72 Hours picks up a double on the Envy Boys. Meanwhile, C9 Shivzy grabs one. Wildcat gets taken out by Linane. I'm not sure if Linane is still alive, but it is Ghost Snood who's sitting nice and comfortable here. I think the mid ground, I'm not sure where they are. It's an unbelievable end game right now, 14 alive.
Man, we've gone from 22 to 14. No, nothing, there's a change, but not a big enough change.
Yep. Poach is still up. Not sure if 72 Hours is up as well. Poach. Hogman. Also in high ground. In a pretty good position here to win this one. Check out their heals, though. Hogman has nothing for heals.
I mean, he's got 900 materials, though, 900 wood.
Poach did down one, knocked one, and then got eliminated. So I'm not sure if he picked up the elim or if the revive is coming through. Or the resurrect, yeah, the revive.
Oh gosh, you do not want to hear the sounds of rockets being fired. And I believe Hogman is going to build down and ramp, trying to just cover some distance here. What is going on? There's 13 players left alive. I mean, honestly, this circle is going to close very quickly, very soon. And people need to make decisions. They need to try and make some plays.
Yeah, check this out. Jack and Ashton of Fortnite. They're still alive. 13 players left. Both of them with good heals right now. Good HP, solid resource management as well. Looking to be in a pretty good position here against Corrosive Sen and Animal. Animal, an absolute beast living up to the name. Port of Fortune is going to be placed, I believe, wasn't it?
Everything is happening so fast. It's hard to tell. It's gone from 12 to 10.
It's not. Tempo and Jailmock in a good spot. The med kit's going to come through. I think we're coming down to a heal off. It's Tempo with 2 med kits. Jailmock actually gave him the med kit and said, hey, this is all you, bud. Let's see if Tempo can outlast. I think he should be able to. The med kit's going to go off, and Tempo has another med kit. That should be a win. And just look at this. Right here, right now, Tempo to be in a pretty good spot. He comes out on top.
Wow.
Can you believe it? Tempo and Jailmock of FaZe Clan. If you're a FaZe fan, well done from them. They come out with the first place victory royale.
Final moments coming in from that final game.
Wow.
So look, down there, right there. So we see Hogman trying to break through. Lenian is there as well. And I mean, they're just going with the heals, you know? They're doing what they know. And Shivzy as well had heals, but they were just bandages. So that was just not going to work out. And there you go.